It's December 18th. Today's reading tells us that Jesus is our high priest who intercedes on our behalf before God. Priests in the Old Testament were from the tribe of Levi. Jesus is from the tribe of Judah. So how could Jesus qualify as a priest, much less a high priest? Well, the writer of the book of Hebrews explains that in today's reading that Jesus was not a priest from the order of Levi, that is, from the order of the Levitical priesthood established through Aaron in the book of Exodus. Rather, Jesus' role as high priest is from the order of Melchizedek, mentioned in Genesis 14. Hundreds of years before the establishment of the Aaronic priesthood, Melchizedek was the ancient king of Salem, an earlier name for Jerusalem, and a priest of God Most High. We know almost nothing about this mysterious figure, except that he was the ancient priest to whom Abraham gave a tithe of all of his spoils recovered from battle. Since Abraham gave a tithe to Melchizedek, he is seen as being in a higher or greater position than Abraham. Thus, Melchizedek's priesthood is superior to the Aaronic priesthood. And in this way, Melchizedek is an archetype of Christ. Jesus could not have been a high priest in the order of Levi because the Levitical priest made intercession on his own behalf. In other words, he offered the sacrifice for his own sin as well as for the sin of the people he represented. Jesus, of course, knew no sin and therefore does not offer the sacrifice for his own sake, but only for those he represents. So we have a high priest who is superior to the priest in the Old Testament. And because of this, we have access to God. The writer of Hebrews explains in chapter 4, 14 through 16, having then a great high priest who has passed through the heavens, Jesus, the Son of God, let's hold tightly to our confession. For we don't have a high priest who can't be touched with the feeling of our infirmities, but one who has been in all points tempted like we are, yet without sin. Let's therefore draw near with boldness to the throne of grace, that we may receive mercy and may find grace for help in time of need. Jesus is our high priest. God's plan and His grace are magnificent. Here's today's application. You have access to the God of the universe because you have a high priest that intercedes for you on your behalf. So what are you waiting for? Don't let anything hold you back. Run to Him today. You have all the access you need. Now here's today's prayer.